Some of what we've been taught about healing might actually be keeping you stuck. And I say this with so much love because I have lived it. Spiritual bypassing is one of the most normalized patterns in spiritual spaces and probably our culture. We're taught to avoid our feelings and reach for the light. And I've been on this path for over 20 years now. And I've done so much deep healing work and I've studied. And so I can speak from experience. And spiritual bypassing doesn't always look like avoidance. It looks like spirituality. It looks like wisdom. It looks like we are on the path. And so spiritual bypassing is actually when we use spiritual concepts to avoid our feelings, to avoid accountability or taking responsibility, to avoid the human experience that in which we're here to live. It's when we go up and out rather than down and in, right? It's using words like everything happens for a reason to avoid the deep grief that we're feeling. Or maybe it's we must stay in high vibration, right? To avoid the anger that we're feeling. Or we try to forgive way too soon without feeling what it is we're really feeling, to avoid that. Instead of coming back into the body to feel. And this isn't about being wrong. This is about bringing awareness and reverence into the human experience, right? Many of us were taught to override our feelings and our truth, to avoid conflict for the cost of what that might be, right? And so this is where spirituality becomes self-abandonment. When we abandon the feelings, the deep human experience, the truth that lies underneath all of it, right? Sovereignty asks us to step into our truth. It asks you to feel, to honor the depth in which our humanness is, right? It asks us to take accountability, to take responsibility. It asks us not to hide behind the spiritual language, to come into alignment with our truth, right? And sometimes the most spiritual thing we can do is to say no, is to set that boundary, is to walk away, right? Is to feel that anger, that sadness, that grief, the sorrow, the pain and suffering. Sometimes it is telling the truth. And I'll be honest, I still catch myself in that. It's not something that you just arrive at. It's something that you continue creating awareness around at each step of the way. It's something that you continue to develop, right? It's creating safety in the nervous system to say, okay, I can be honest here. I don't have to avoid those feelings anymore. It's feeling safe to speak your truth, right? It's the work of the nervous system, the work of creating safety to feel what we've been conditioned to push away or feel afraid of feeling or making waves, right? Because someone else might be uncomfortable hearing our truth. But we're not here to make other people comfortable. We're here to come into alignment with our own truth, into our soul's knowing. And so if this resonates with you, if you see yourself in this, if you recognize where maybe on the path you've avoided your pain, it's okay. It's part of the human experience. And it's also part of the human experience to come back into our human experience. Right? We are bridging spirit and the body. We are bringing the spirit into the body, bridging the spirit with the earth, right? Coming back into balance with all of it so we can come into reverence with who we are and what we're here to do. That is sovereignty. And so My name is Stacey Musial, and I invite you to come walk with me. Let's go on a journey. Let's bring this work deeper. You can find me at awakenyoursovereignsoul.com. Much love to you.